Hi Sam, it's great to see you again. Today, we're going to learn the verb
finden,
Hi Alex.
finden,
That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
finden,
means to find or to discover. The most common meaning is to find something, like an object or a solution. Just be careful, because it can be confused with the English word find, which sounds similar but can also mean to think of something in a certain way, like I find that interesting.
Oh, I see. So, how do we use
finden,
in sentences?
Great question. In the present tense, you say,
ich finde. Du findest.
and,
Sie, es findet.
for example,
Ich finde das Buch interessant.
which means I find the book interesting. In the past tense, you would say,
Ich fand.
like in,
Ich fand das Buch langweilig.
which means I found the book boring. Then, for the perfect, you would use
Hat gefunden.
like.
Ich habe das Buch gefunden.
Meaning I found the book.
That's a lot to remember.
It is, but it gets easier with practice. The imperative form is,
Finde.
which you can use when giving someone a command, like,
Finde das richtige Wort.
meaning find the right word.
So, is
finden,
a regular verb.
Yes, it is. It follows a regular pattern for most of its forms. Just keep in mind that it's also a strong verb, which means it changes its vowel in the past tenses.
Interesting. Where does the word
finden,
come from?
Finden.
Comes from Old High German,
Findan.
and it has roots in the Proto-Germanic word.
Finan.
It has been around for a long time, and the meaning has remained quite stable throughout history.
It's fascinating how words evolve. Can you break down?
finden,
For me.
Sure. The root is,
Find.
and since this is a pure verb, it doesn't have a prefix or suffix. It's a simple build. But if we look at similar words, there are many.
What do you mean by similar words?
Well, let's look at some examples. For instance,
Abfinden.
means to reconcile or settle, where means off. Then there's
Verfinden.
meaning to find out.
So, that's a prefix too.
Exactly. Another one is
entfinden,
which means to discover. You can also think of
missfinden,
meaning to misplace. Each of these words has a unique meaning while sharing the root.
finden.
That's a lot of words. How can I practice using
finden,
in real-life situations?
Let's think of a few scenarios. First, at a job interview, you might say,
Ich finde, dass ich gut für diese Stelle geeignet bin.
which means I find that I am well suited for this position. Can you try saying that?
Ich finde, dass ich gut für diese Stelle geeignet bin.
Perfect. Another situation could be when you're at a cafe and you want to find a seat. You could say,
Ich finde einen Platz am Fenster.
meaning I find a seat by the window.
Ich finde einen Platz am Fenster.
Great. Lastly, if you're traveling and you want to ask for directions, you might say,
Wo finde ich das Museum?
which means, where can I find the museum?
Wo finde ich das Museum?
You're doing really well. Now, let's talk about the gender of.
Finden.
Since it's a verb, it doesn't have a gender, but if we look at the noun form,
Finde.
it's feminine, so it would be.
Die Finde.
How do I remember that?
A good tip is to remember that many nouns ending in are feminine. You can picture a person finding something and celebrating it, perhaps a woman who has found a treasure.
That's a fun image. Are there any common phrases or collocations with
Finden.
Yes. You can say,
Etwas finden.
meaning to find something, or
Eine Lösung finden.
which translates to find a solution. Another common one is
Freunde finden.
meaning to find friends. Just be cautious not to confuse it with
Verstehen.
which means to understand.
got it? Can you give me some example sentences with
Finden.
Sure. Here are a few.
Ich finde deinen Stil toll.
Which means I find your style great. And another one is
Hat seine Schlüssel gefunden.
meaning he found his keys.
that's helpful.
One more example.
Wir fanden das Restaurant sehr gemütlich.
Which translates to we found the restaurant very cozy.
This is great. Can we do a quick recall check?
Absolutely. First question, what does
Finden.
mean?
To find or discover.
Correct. Next, what is the present tense form for?
Ich.
Ich finde.
Right again. How do you say I found the book in the past tense?
Ich fand das Buch.
Exactly. What does
Finde.
mean?
Find it.
Perfect. Last question, can you give me a sentence with?
Finden.
Ich finde das Wetter schön.
That was fantastic, Sam. You really grasped the concept well.
Thanks, Alex. I feel more confident with.
Finden.
Now.
Remember, practice makes perfect. Today, we learned about
finden,
its meanings, conjugations, and some useful phrases. Keep using it, and you'll master it in no time.
I will. Thanks for your help.